is the Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show, SICKDOE and Crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's SICKDOE and Crypto, don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's SICKDOE and Crypto, don't flip, yo. Pause, I'm back. Nigga, SICKDOE and Crypto. We got these indicators, don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know, we're making SICKDOE and Crypto. Hit the like and subscribe, we're going on the ride. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't want to trade crypto no more. If you don't understand that emotion, will take you to another place, and now you'll chase the red candle. Can't stand you. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's SICKDOE and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really.
Wall Street Beat, SICKDOE in Crypto. Every day we hit that like, subscribe. We're going to the moon, and damn, we're going soon. Talking about crypto today, we got some big news here. A full recap of the Fed rate decisions and the Powell remarks that knocked the stock market. Once again, if you are in the crypto market, yes, you are early. You're very early, and why I want to say you're very early is, they continue to downplay the Bitcoin price. The stock markets are down, but what did he do to Bitcoin? I mean, it continues to blow my mind. The big red flag that I want to pay attention to here as you hit the like and subscribe every day. We talk about this crypto news. We talk about charts, technical analysis, and where this crazy guy was from. Worked in the open outcry pit on Wall Street, but I read it's our job to get inflation down to 2%, says Fed Jerome Powell. It just kills me that if you really pay attention, definitely to mention on this, that's going to affect the price, right? No doubt about it if it's based off the inflation. I see McDonald's little ad there on the right. But speaking of McDonald's, Elon Musk, he's at it. You got to follow him, pay attention to what he's doing. I will eat a Happy Meal on TV if at McDonald's accepts Dogecoin. So would I. I'd eat 10 of them. I'd get sick as hell, but it is what it is. But then they tweet back a little troll in this yesterday morning, I believe. Only if at Tesla accepts the Grimace coin. Hilarious. So I did enjoy that. I'm sure something happened. I'm sure something in the market got screwed around with it. Somebody did something there. But that's very, very funny. Pay attention to that there. But, one thing I want to pay attention to is what I said, right? Bitcoin to 1 million. And Bitcoin to 1 million, Ethereum to 180,000 by 2030. What? ARK report. Kathy Woods, very known analyst here and investor with her team, saying Bitcoin and Ethereum have significant price appreciation potential, according to ARK Investments. In a new research report, ARK Invest has predicted that Bitcoin could hit 1 million by the end of 2030. ARK argued that Bitcoin represents only a fraction of the value of global assets. The report also forecasted that Ethereum's market capitalization to exceed to 20 trillion in the same time frame. Makes very much sense. Good morning, Anwar. And I want to talk a little bit about this. This was yesterday, 1 day ago. And I told you there would be a little fake pump here to the side here of the 37.5. We talked about 37.5 about a week ago. And then I said this could happen on the blue, come down with a little M pattern, and boom, we might get a check off to the 42.5 because there is no resistance beyond there. But speaking of what we were just talking about, Bitcoin price could exceed 1 million by 2030 report, right? Talking about the same thing. But I want to read this article just real quick before we get into the charts here. According to the report, Bitcoin's market participation are maturing and are focused on the long term. As per last year's data, long-term investors hold 13.5 million BTC and more than 500,000 addressees, right? That's pretty incredible. Exhibit long-term holding behavior. So if you pay attention to that, these holdings were at an all-time high in 2021. So the report said that if that's really big. If the report said that, if you pay attention how they're holding long-term and they're not moving, they're hodling, man, and they're probably buying the dip, and then they're going to be having a sip, and that's in the future. Moreover, do you plan on being here in 2030? Because I do. I plan on it. I'm not saying I'm going to. Moreover, Bitcoin's cumulative transfer volume increased by 463% in 2021. The crypto's annual settlement volume has surpassed Visa's payments volume. So pay attention to that, which means Bitcoin is taking market share as a global settlement network. Bitcoin's cumulative transfer volume in 2020 was only 2.3, so which it went up 13.1 trillion in 2021, and versus the 12.1 billion that Visa settled in 2021. You may want to pay attention to that. So, good morning, Hugh. This is insane. The landmark to 1 million. It doesn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. Pay attention. Definitely to mention, like I said, we did this. I wanted to know how we panned out once we went through this. This was yesterday. Obviously, if you pay attention to that, now we're in the 27th, which is today. Yes, that is today. How are we looking with this chart? Oh, you show a really strong wick going up to the parabolic side there. It doesn't mean it's coming. We have to get a couple resistance, some patterns. But did we do well? Yes, we did. Since then, since yesterday, we did say this would happen, right? Because we knew. And then we had to get that dip down. And now we're trying to find out if we're going to get the parabolic move to the upside. What are we really, really looking for in this price? Well, if you notice one little tidbit I found, kind of blows my mind going to the charts here. We are getting a ribbon on the 4 hourly of Bitcoin. So each candle on TradingView, if you want to get TradingView for your PC, if you want to get it for your phone, you can actually do this and play with this if you're at the doctor's office or if you just have any time to kill. Exponential moving average ribbon here is getting tight. Right in there, it's getting very tight. Let's get rid of that because it is a little ignorant, that parabolic move. I don't see that coming. I do see it downward sloping unless we get this 4 hourly to finish on the next couple candles to go up in this ascending channel as we had, and it's on the other chart. If you pay attention, I do believe we switched over and we're going to start getting a nice channel to the upside. But I want to get some of the indicators out of here because many of you may not be able to see this. All right. So as we're going, we're getting double bottom M patterns, but we're looking for, and this is only the 4 hourly, we're looking for the inverted head and shoulders pattern, which would create this head. Now, if we created this head, and I got to go back because I think I just screwed a line up. Yep. If we create this head, and this is Bitcoin, and if anyone wants to talk about a coin next, I want to talk about 2 coins, so it's going to be tough. Man of Decentraland and Sand. Sand is definitely showing something where the gaming metaverse, the gaming itself, is showing some really strong signs. Now, we're getting the resistance level here. What we need to do now, this is the ultimate neckline, and I don't know many people get it. I'm going to go to the daily just to show it because it's that big of a deal. The 42.5, 42 and a half, if you see it here coming on the daily may actually be showing one more dead bottom M to the bottom now. This is what I'm trying to explain to you because the Fed spoke yesterday. It wasn't really great news. They didn't say anything about raising, didn't say anything about really lowering. So we're trying to find out what they're doing to still jerking our chain. I believe that we're going to get one more like this. If we do, then we're going to have to retest lower, which is going to really, really suck. But if that can maintain above the 36.7, and that's what we're trying to do this weekly here. So that's why I'm going to move one more candle over. This is the weeklies. So if you check the EMA, you're going to know already we need to come back on the EMA, get rid of some drawings so you can really see what I'm talking about. There it is. Beautiful. So every time my exponential moving average, this is the weekly candles, every time I get a tight action, I either get a move to the upside or get a move to the downside. That's common sense. So all the downside, and I hate when I do this chart. Let me just get rid of this one because this is so much easier. There we go. When I get this action here, and we're going back to the weekly here. When I get this on the weekly, and now we're showing a first green sign candle, hopefully we can get a move, and it's going up and down, very high volatile waves. Right now, this weekly candle, which lasts for another 4 days almost, less than 4 days, 3 days and 9 hours going into this weekend, and I'm hoping this is going into February to finally going to do something. So expect February to start moving and grooving. Last few times, what did we do? Well, I'm talking about the April fall, which is what happened. Now we're talking about the November fall, right? That's pretty much what happened again. Each time as we did that, if you pay attention to them, it was 55% fall here. Top was 65,000. So we had to pay attention to that. And then the top here for that was 69,000. So we get each time frame, right? We talk about it. We know about it. Maybe you didn't pay attention. Maybe you don't know about it. Maybe you're busy at work. Hit the like and subscribe. This is what we do for you. This is 65,000. This is 69,000. This is about April. And this is about November. If you pay attention to what you were thankful for, well, you quickly became grateful. very grateful that this didn't keep going. Now we're hitting a point here under the EMA where its ribbon's getting tight. Now, if we could continue to get some volume into the crypto market, which of course, what are we doing? We're going down today, but if you notice, down to 1.65, all the way coming back up from the 1.71 yesterday, total crypto market cap that we had. So we're still down 3%, but we're only 0.02 away from being where we were yesterday, which would give us a flat rate for the day. So if we can do that in this high volatile market, and I don't know if you realize, if I really do break this down, I want to say 15 minutes, and I don't really recommend anybody does it because it's a big headache. But if you ever do it, right? You want to have some fun. You want to just check out how this volatile market works. Look at this. Look at the 15 minutes candles that go by. And what are the 15 minutes? Well, it takes me all the way back to literally a week ago, 7 days ago, last Thursday. So last Thursday, we were trading 43,000. What are we trading today? 37,000. This is a very, very high volatile market, if you understand that completely now. What are we looking for? We're looking for an inverted head and shoulders pattern in the 15-minute mark. Does look silly, does sound crazy, but that's what we're doing, trying to find it in there somewhere. And then what are we doing? Getting it here. So we do hope, if the 15-minute time frame is to tell me 38.5, and I don't recommend you try this, but 38.5 is looking sexy, Rexy, and I can't help it. But that's what I'm going to tell you right now. Pay attention definitely to mention what is going on. Well, I've seen it before where we got something looking like this. Oh, okay. You remember now, right? What does that look like? Zoom in. And a lot of people are going to go, yes. Cup and handle. Very quickly, short cup and handle. Why is it quick and short? Because it's a 15-minute chart candle. Each candle represents 15-minute action. If you look here, all this big time here, it's the 23rd, and then you look when it ends on the cup and handle, well, it's the 24th, so it's not even really a full day complete. This is what happens in the 15-minute time frame. You can see this coming before they actually start coming. So now I get one, right? Let's get one. We got one going. Let's see if we can get another one. All right, now look, up here it is. Cup and handle, boring sideways action, but in an ascending channel, which the ascending channel is a very, very bearish. 70% of the time, it is a very bearish momentum pattern. And what happened? Well, we snuck right through. Of course, figures, right? Coming in, it did exactly what it's supposed to. So right now, it's doing what it's supposed to. But what did I say? Well, cup and handle formation come through. Price action, people took profits, especially in this market. The way this has been coming down, you're mitigating your losses immediately. Humongous inside cup and handle, if you didn't see that. And what is that? Well, it's a humongous cup and handle. I just said it. I know I sound silly, but pay attention. Cup and handle, inside a cup and handle. We talk about the upward W springing loose. Look at the volume. Look at the EMA we had up. And then if you look at this relative strength index. So now I'm looking to see this high volatile market. So what are we going to do? Well, we've tested on this relative strength way too much. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll break it down for you so you can. Lots and lots and lots of resistance right up here. So what do you think is most likely to happen? Well, resistance. How far down? Well, we're getting a lot and a lot and a lot down towards this flip side of 46.46. So now I'll be able to remember that number. I'll never forget that. This is the 15-minute for Bitcoin, which I like to trade daytime with it, of course. 46.46, and next time I see that 46.46 level, my eyes will be paying attention, which could be any time coming through on a 15-minute chart. Please understand that. Be careful. This is high volatile waves. It's not financial advice, you know. You got to do your own research in this market here. The cup and handle, inside a cup and handle, is looking pretty sexy there. And what is that every time I get to it? Well, it's the 38 and about a half. So about 38.5, and this is just the 15-minute. But if you pay attention, definitely to mention on that, this is Wall Street Pete, the gentleman who has to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange, is now the Van Gogh Museum. There is rather a cup and handle in here with that handle. Now looking to see if we can complete the cup and handle, but you never know. Just because we do this does not mean we continue to proceed to go up. There could be a lot of people who had a lot of hurt in this game, but this is a humongous one. Do expect possible if this does happen, and then pay attention. What the heck are we looking at now? We're looking at an upward W, and then really this is when the fun kicks in. I'm breaking this down to you, for you. Please hit the like and subscribe. This is just a quick 15-minute candle showing you what can happen in the short term, because I did see some really high volatile waves and moves coming. In that type of look here, 41, which would not be the price. You already know. You already know if you follow Wall Street Pete, you hit the like, subscribe. We come to you at a live time frame, and then 42.5 right there. Beautiful, beautiful flip. If you don't know what I'm talking about all the time here, and it started January 11th this year. Right there, bam, stop. We're going to do a little box here. What do you see? You see a lot of support at this price level just this year. So we need to get some history of this year, right? We don't want to keep talking about the history back too far. We're doing a 15-minute chart. It makes a lot of sense. And if you pay attention to the tip of that, to the tip of this nice little square here, 44,000. So I would pay attention to that. I would definitely pay attention to that. 44,000 was some type of a peak up here at this point in time, but we're paying attention to the support level that did flip to resistance. So do get that. So January 17th tried to break up, and if you see it once it came through that break of resistance / support that we built here, this was the 20th, which was last week. We got this humongous fall that's given us this swing on this roller coaster ride now. Maybe you understand what I'm talking about. Giving you this cup and handle action. What is it doing? Well, it didn't finish quite likely of the cup and handle it was supposed to, so we didn't get it there. So maybe we're getting it in and basically a W. And why did we not get that? Because the market was falling, ladies and gentlemen. The market was falling. People lost a lot of money. Understand 42,000. We're now at 38. You lost a significant amount of money. What happened? You couldn't wait to get back to this price on the 21st, 6 days ago when we did get back. And you said, let me get the F out because I don't know if this is the highest price. Looks like a cup and handle to me if you're paying attention to patterns, if you have TradingView or your own. And then you see right here another one is coming, hopefully. If not, you're going to understand dead cat bounce is on its way, coming through, and then you'll probably get your last, and if this is still bullish, you'll get your last resistance flip support, at 34.5. I'm just letting you know. If we do see it, that's a good possibility. We're preparing ourselves because I'm going to buy the dip on everything that's in it at that price range. Just letting you know, financial advice, not at all. Not a financial advisor, just a gentleman who likes to wear the visor, right? Do your own research, and you will find out that some of this stuff is true. Some of this is a good strategy, which is all it is. Pay attention to the levels of the resistance and support. Resistance right here, big time. We can go red if you want. Do color coordinations if you like. This is very, very, very telling. Once we broke through, either close the candle above the last resistance, which was 43.5. We did not close the candle above the 43.5, so therefore you will be looking for that to happen again. So 43.5, big indicator, big price to pay attention to. We will wonder if we see 42.5 resistance, obviously, but for this to be a parabolic move here and for us to find out, do we go further? Do we make bigger gains? Can we really become a bullish, another cup and handle somewhere in there perhaps to really light and spark this dead market up? Hopefully we are done with the FUD. We'll see what happens here. Will the Feds continue to make things difficult and maybe pull the rug, so to speak, out for the markets, because that's what it feels like they're doing. So Wall Street, Pete, SICKDOE, and Crypto, we come here for you. Then we got a couple people in the chat. We're going to go over Man of the Decentraland. We're breaking that down too much. Man of the Decentraland is looking kind of healthy, looking kind of lovely, but as we talked about the ascending channel, and as we flip, and do understand as we flip, I told you this days and days ago, coming through here, and this was, 282, about to 270, there is a possibility that will look now like a cup and handle. What will happen is you will come down through, pay attention, definitely to mention, through back to the high volatile market of the 230, 212, come right through, and then if you really do start seeing what's happening, we'll probably get another dip right there in between, another upward W, really, if you see it. I know it sounds like a joke, we're just playing art here, and we're not really playing art. It's just, this is technical analysis. I do see what's happening. I appreciate you very much, Hugh. Thank you for the comment. In the comment section, all you can do is just say, hey, I'd like to see if we can go over this video next. The more you like and the more love I get back, the more videos we do. I'm sitting here doing nothing. I could do another video in 5 minutes if we closed it. But we're only doing one a day right now. It's difficult. Right? Now, if there's something important to tell you, of course, my faith, my love, my passion, I would do 10 videos a day if there's 10 moments that we have to come on. But unfortunately, one video a day seems to be enough for you, and a lot of people don't really seem to want to comment of what else we like. I'm not getting an overwhelming amount, so once I do, like I said, I will have more passion to come in and do that. But my passion is real as steel. So pay attention to what's happening. We're hitting something right now, currently. And if you do look deep into the 15-minute, as we're doing it now on Man of the Decentraland, this is what this is. I do see it, and it might continue to go. And what will be the bottom dip for Man of the Decentraland? Well, it'll probably be the last peak right here on the cup of this one here. And if you did that, it'd be 223. So if we didn't hit 223 yet, we may never do it. But if you do see here, I expect something in that realm to happen. And this is just not, like I said, not financial advice on Man of the Decentraland, but 227, 230 something, 233 I'd go with if it really does happen. And if you start breaking these things down, you wouldn't believe it. I see a bullish flag inside. You may not see that as well. What's a bullish flag? Well, it's Obviously, it's bullish flag, so it's a bullish pattern. And what happens is it comes down like that. And that is also in a descending channel in reality. But go back to red or something to show you something like that's going to happen. And that's just basically what's been happening on the 15-minute now. Consolidation. It's just a little retracement, little pullback, probably a Fibonacci sequence. And what's happening is all of the gaming, right? Sandbox, Man at the Decentraland. It's beautiful. And Engine, we don't really talk much about Engine, but Engine was hovering around the 250, 244 price range. And Engine is the first Japanese gaming token that really is establishing a market cap so high. It reminds me of ADA Cardano, and I don't know why the heck I would be even putting that in the realm or in the conversation. But now that I'm seeing the price, because I've not seen it, and I'm like, wow. Cup and handle, not a surprise, another kind of thing. Man at the Decentraland, all kind of doing the same thing. This is the gaming, right? And we're holding strong there. We're coiling up. And that's crazy because that's a coil up action. If I've ever seen a coil up action, if I ever did, wow, very, very crazy looking. Do need to see if that comes up to the upside here, but I know that Engine is a loved product. I know Engine, once that starts coiling up like that, and if you see this coil up, maybe you'll see it in here. It doesn't always mean it's a breakout to the upside, but if you see the coil up right there, and that's a real strong, perfect example. This is the Engine token, if you notice that. It's prime. It's prime example. Like, you couldn't get any better. So pay attention to what that's doing. I'm trying to find it right here because I'm actually really, really intrigued. Big Solana news has been coming out. Watch Solana getting some volume pumped in. I'm sure Cardano even's not even matching up to it. It's even got another billion more in volume. So big Solana news. Big price is down 35% compared to the 24 on Cardano. So understand that. Put that in consideration. It's Wall Street Pete. Definitely pay attention to Polkadot, $18, all these prices. I mean, these are the big dogs. Somebody said to me, yeah, we definitely can look at Chainlink without a doubt. Somebody said to me, what are the good tokens of 2022 that you want to get into? And this wasn't the title of everything, but you know what? I need you to understand the products. I need you to understand the big guys. Everybody in here, what products do you like to wear on your feet, your shoes, your hoodie? Nike, Puma, Reebok, right? Adidas. These are the Adidases, the Nikes. Really, it's the truth, right? We already know Ethereum and these two. They're the two generations. Not many people pay attention, but Cardano reminds me of Nike or Adidas, if you want, because it's ADA, right? Adida. But really, in real thoughts, because it cracks me up. Not fooling around. Let's get to a serious level here, because everything in crypto and our money is serious. These are like the Nikes and Adidas, and I'm not trying to rank any of them at all. I'm trying to rank them all as the gear that people wear. Puma, right? Polkadot, Avalanche, maybe Reebok. Like I'm just letting you know, and maybe Under Armour, Matic. Like it's just it's an understanding. We're not going to even tell you Shiba something like that. It's not getting that. I'm not giving you the respect. So listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Like we're talking about the respect, right? Not shit coins. I know Shiba Inu may be something real, maybe something awesome, but Chainlink makes that link. Makes that list. Chainlink is a nice one. Perhaps Phantom is making a name of itself. FTX token is just a platform that even Stephen Curry is backing. If you didn't know, the FTX token, Gronk, Brady. That's how you put Brady and Gronk together. You call him Bronk. And Man at the Decentraland, 231. It's a gaming, as we were talking. Stellar. I don't know what's going on with Stellar. I can't fathom it. Put my brain to what's happening to Stellar. 19 cents once, 50 cents, even higher, blowing some crazy prices and technical analysis right out the window. I mean, it's crazy, but if you watch the channel, if you understand, if you like this kind of thing, hit the like and subscribe. There is something happening. This could be the cup and handle that I'm trying to wait for and see what happens here, but nothing really shows the coiling up action like it's doing right this moment. So pay attention to this. Can Engine, and that's really a great question on the 15-minute, and I wonder how many 15 minutes it's doing. Well, it's doing something on the hourly, so you might want to flip, and there it is, my friends. There it is. Perhaps this little bit of time, which we peaked up at the 26th of yesterday, seemed to have found a nice resistance at a good level here. We're trying to get it there. 168. So we're looking at a nice 168.5 price. Looking like maybe a cup and handle wants to form on the hourly. So that's what we're going to pay attention to. If we do that, we'll see that right about here, stopping at the 160 level. And this is engine. So perhaps maybe you do get into there one more time, be able to buy the dip here and see if we can get an upward W. It'll probably go lower. I could see this market the way things have been. So never underestimate that. And then perhaps if your other cheaper price, if you want to put a fill-in order for the 152, you can. But I would go 159 first, see if we get there. These are the type of things I do. If the order doesn't fill, you can't get upset. It's called preparation. I'm prepping myself to put an order in to make some money and to buy the dip and perhaps see a W. That could be forming ascending channel that will take me to a certain price or two that can really, you really don't see it happening. And then all of a sudden you pay attention a little more in depth. And then now you're saying, oh, okay, even on the hourly, I may have something going here. And that's really cheap because it couldn't come down. But now you see what I'm talking about. So perhaps these are that's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. Technical analysis is real steel. I don't think this perhaps is going to play out the way I think it is. I do believe we stay up a little higher towards the 159. That's really my thoughts. But like I said, in this market, nothing can happen. We're going to go with chain link 4. Brady Lawrence. You are a new follower as of recent, I can imagine. So, or you just don't chat too much. And we're going to do the chain linky dinky because why not? I love chain link. Chain link is a big one of mine. If you want to talk about the Nikes, you want to talk about the Adidas, the Reeboks, the things in the clothes that we wear, well, perhaps I'm a big fan. So what are we looking at here? Well, if you understand, there's a few times we thought that we hit resistance, right? I mean, support, excuse me, as in we were done falling. This is just a quick dead-eye. Technical analysis if you want to just give it per se. So what I'm doing here is now finding, okay, alrighty, this is now your ascending channel, right? Very, very bearish, on a 70% term. Usually on that ratio, it is. Now, you get this falling wedge, and that's understood, right? What are we at? January 11th. Not many people knew that would happen, right? January 11th is fall. What's happening is we jump on it, and I do want to get rid of a lot of this mess I have. What is this, chain link? Let's start over. I don't like this. All right. We're on the hourly, so I want to get more time frame. I want to get more. I just want to get more history, right? We got to break down. We have not really have nothing here to show. What is it showing? Well, it is showing the biggest falling wedge you ever did see, right? If I do break it down from there. But let's open it up a tiny bit. When in doubt, zoom out, zoom in, to boom in if you got to. Where are significant points in the market where we're hitting resistance? Well, the last time I hit this huge resistance mark was $28. So we're going to jump with that, 28.5. Now, as I look across the board, a few times if you see in October, September, so it is good time frame. So if I see in October, all right, I do have some significant resistance. No problem. Brady, I'm glad you're here to respond to even know that I'm giving it to you. But another significant price range. And then now it cannot be resistance support. You can put it on upon yourself what you want to believe what it is. But there's another time frame here. There's another spot in this market here. And this is only the daily. So each chart really gives you a different telling answer. And that's why you got to pay attention, because when they start chiming in and matching together, that's when you really will start finding what's going to happen before it happens. So if I look at the 15-minute chart, and the 15-minute chart tells me, oh, well, I see cup and handles coming, well, then most likely there'll be an hourly or a 4-hourly showing me, I think I see a cup and handle forming, right? And that's usually what we're looking to do, what we're trying to grasp into the technical analysis. It doesn't always work that way. We have many indicators, as in volume, as in the EMA, right? So I'm going to do the EMA, exponential moving average. I'm on the daily. I want to see what the daily can offer for me. If I do look at the daily RSI levels, we are at bottom peak prices that we have not seen since, and I'll give you that time frame. December, so that was last about almost 2 months ago, 7 weeks ago, and then July, the middle of summer, obviously this past time frame. So if you really look, there is no time that we've got a bigger parabolic jump to the upside when this has happened. So do understand that. If you do see that, there's one. And then, like I said, another one on the 9th to 6th, maybe about 7 weeks ago. There's another. So every time we do that as well, you should pay attention and see that there is a big down spike, right? It doesn't always go down to the bottom there, as it doesn't always go up to the top. But if you pay attention, it's pretty rather refreshing. I don't know if you understand what that means, because, well, refreshing is we're still breaking down to the downside. So right now, chain link to me, I don't see the ribbons getting tight. All I see is a little bit of some support. right? That's all we see. This is a daily candle. We were falling for how many days? If you look at the tip of the peak here of the $29, just about 28. That's where we topped out, 28.70. This is the more short-term time frame in 2 weeks. So now if you see here and look at this, maybe even 2 weeks. What was it, the 10th? 2 weeks of falling. That's pretty much what happened. If you see here, it stopped. Stopped right here. Don't know if there's an inverted head and shoulders pattern coming into play, but I will get rid of that for you. This is chain link if anyone's interested. And if you notice, there's a range I was trying to tell people, and we can adjust it. We're looking at a daily now, so the daily is not the same as everything else. But if I do bring the peak and the daily up to a nice level where it should be, and there's big time frames where it sits and holds, now you can see where this thing really likes to trade, right? There's a big time frame and a gap. You'll start learning and start seeing. So we'll update it a little bit, right? This is the meat of chain link, and you'll be amazed what you can see when you really start breaking it down to a certain level, right? Orange for a little bit of resistance, and I feel like Bob Ross back in the day in the 1980s. Nobody probably knows who the heck I'm talking about. But Bob Ross, little pretty candles here, little pretty support and resistance here. But if you see here, this is a nice range, and I want you to understand that this range is real as steel. That's a $35 range, right? $35 as in the resistance. Huge support. Well, we are about near that price right now, fighting a little bit above it. But if you do see here, even at July when we fell, like I said, that was a very bearish time in the middle of summer. And as the cycles are starting to agree with themselves, right, they're starting to show themselves. Inverted head and shoulders pattern are starting to be available on all charts. So daily, how can we look at this right now? Well, I could look at that as the shoulder and this be the head. It was a very weak one, but it did happen. And then when I come in through, we'll get the inverted. Usually what happens here is, well, you get a shoulder. So there's your shoulder on to the upside of the inverted. So what am I going to do? I'm going to show you how it works and then bring it over. And then that's what I'm trying to tell you. So definitely pay attention to that. The heads will go blue. I like to make it blue. I don't know why. I think blue just looks good standing out there like that. And maybe now you're learning something a little bit. Maybe now, and I'm sure Brady appreciates this, because if somebody did this for me when I was learning, I would be like, let me send this guy something. Let me send him a chain link, right? But pay attention definitely to mention Wall Street, Peace, SICKDOE, Encrypted. We just want you to hit the like button. So chain is looking pretty good. Inverted head and shoulders pattern. If we do go daily right there, there is one inverted coming through. So there is a possibility that we're done or not. But I am looking at this as we're building good support levels. The only way to get the inverted is to fall more. So I would imagine you have to get this V-like substance here. And what am I talking about? This is a pure V. And then what's that? Well, like we said, let's go white because it looks better. And this is the inverted against the shoulder and the head that's making. So we're hoping that the shoulder that we made up going on the inverted, when it was over, you see what happened, created a shoulder here for the inverted shoulder to come back down to make this. Now you'll see what's happening here. And perhaps you'll get a little glimpse. I don't know, because some people could look at this and go, I still don't see it. And there it is. So that's what we're fighting to do every time. It's in ways of threes. Head, shoulders, right? We only have one head, and we have two shoulders, hopefully. Pay attention to that. That's coming through. And I do see if perhaps we get another fall. Of course, what a shocker, right? That would not be a surprise. But what is the market doing in general? Well, Bitcoin is not surprising anybody. So I just wanted to go over a couple of these. Chainlink, like I said, to the upside. Chainlink is never going to really upset anyone. We'll save Sandbox for another day. This is a long video. I did not want to go 33 minutes. And, of course, we're doing another long video. But if you watched the last one, it will help you understand kind of what's happening. So if you see here long sideways boring action, that's what I see with Chainlink. In the big picture of the daily formation, look for the inverted to come. The shoulder will take you to the 35.90. Wouldn't you sign up for that? I know I would. I would definitely sell this price. I don't believe it'll be anytime soon we get that price, right? That's what kind of move is that? That's $15 to $35. So you're looking like a 60% gain. That's a pretty big one. So I would rather look for the price, and I'm just letting you know, Deadeye, $31. So if you're looking to get out at a quicker time and try to beat the whales, because you never know when we're going to come back to this price and stay here, 31 rather has a nice resistance level before you may see that and break through the 35. We'll be talking about new higher highs and what the heck we could do at all-time highs of the $50 and change that it really left us at. With a big, oh, wow, you know. So in reality here, if you did look at the big picture, head and shoulders patterns are very important and very telling. Looking at it here, if you want to erase everything, that's what I could do for you, snapshot that. because then that would be disappointing. You might want to hit rewind. But big head shoulder pattern, we can do this, and that can be a bigger picture there, and that's even scarier because you know why? Because the inverted is deeper. So understand that and do get it. If you don't, you're going to get hurt in this market. Look at that line right there. So I'm going to get rid of that BS one because this is going to match up the inverted. Understand when I show a price range of that, and I don't like what the price range is showing. I'm sorry. Let me bring it down because I'm telling you this is a possibility, like to the max. Right there, that's a possibility. So it's upsetting to even tell you, but could you imagine? I would not want to tell anyone. Be careful. Let's see the bottom there. So to the peak of the tip would be $9. So $9 is the bottom. I'm sorry, we took a minute to really understand what we were trying to find. 903. That would be catastrophic. So thanks again, Brady. No problem. Just hit the like and subscribe. You already know we're going on a ride. We're going to the moon and we're going soon. So pay attention to that. If you are new to the channel and you do want to find out, go to wallst.p. Check us out on Instagram. So we're here every day for you. We do videos all the time. Like I said, the more likes, the more attention that you can get us, the better. If you pay attention, 42 was the only place we were looking to go up. There was not any more significant resistance or anything coming through. Like you said, if I see the picture, it filled out rather nicely. So if you do or are new, right? That's what I wanted to say. If you're new, please be careful. This market is very dangerous. Please don't pay attention to too many people in the comment section as they'll rip your nads off. But remember this. I posted this just a couple days ago, and that really went quick. One more time, as we're not trying to be FaceTime here. There it is. So, I mean, really, picture that speaks 1,000 words, right? You ever hear that? A picture that speaks 1,000 words? This picture speaks a lot. So I wouldn't want to be this person. Wouldn't want to be that. Hey, what's up, Philip? Don't be that guy. Don't be that girl. Don't be that investor. I wouldn't want to be that person. So as we've already done this once before, perhaps this is your zone on where you buy more. Please, it's not advice, but it's from a gentleman that is twice as nice. And if you don't do your own research, you're going to get hurt. So where's this guy from? Maybe you had a bad morning. Maybe you just put this on and you're like, Bitcoin isn't doing what I want it to do already. You're aggravated. Put on a good beat. Pay attention. Definitely to mention, watch the crypto market. Pay attention to what's happening here. It's your job. It's your money. Hit the like, subscribe. Maybe this will help you. These videos will get you to where it's going on. If there's an emergency video, I will try my best to get out to you. This is what we do. But please don't be that person. Buy the dip, have a sip. Don't be the person to sit there and say, oh, no, I'm going to buy when it's 64. I don't understand that method. I don't understand it. I guess we're all human. But if you want to know who this gentleman is, he worked on the New York Mercantile Exchange. It's now the Van Gogh Museum, so there's nothing I could do. I miss this place big time. But now you can sell and buy on your phone. Remember, there's always a buyer. There's always a seller, as there's people screaming, trading from each other in a huge ring. Instead of using their cell phone, they're writing on a piece of paper, throwing it into the middle of a mutual ring. And what it is they collect the ring, put it into the computer system, and now they know what these two guys traded. They have badges to have their numbers and name on it, so they know who the people that traded with. They confirm how many shares they bought versus each other. It's always the same amount. He bought 100. He must have sold. There's never a discrepancy. If there is, there's usually a fight. Understand the market. Understand what's going on. There's always a buyer. There's always a seller. And if you are buying, well, guess what? Somebody fucking sold you Bitcoin. If you're buying Bitcoin, guess what? Some jackass sold. So understand the world we live in. Excuse my French. Wall Street Pete, SICKDOE in crypto. If you want to learn how to make SICKDOE in crypto, well, you hit that like every day. We talk about this stuff. We bring this news. And definitely to mention, pay attention to Solana. I'm out of here. Have a wonderful day. We're going to have a good day. La-dee-da-da. Yeah. So hit the like, subscribe, baby, because we're going on a ride and we're going to the moon.